Good evening, folks. Nick the Forster here. Decided to crack off into another one tonight. Think we're finally gonna tear into some partners. This S65 picked up a couple months ago, or S65, not F. Actually, the person seems better than I remember on it, but still not as good as the other one I have. These are supposed to be pretty darn high compression motors. I want to pull it apart to see how the condition of it is. Mainly just the see what these I think are known for scoring the cylinder. So I like to just take it apart and have it a once over. So why don't y'all grab a chair and we'll start tearing this guy down and see what we have. I ain't never torn into one of these, so this is definitely gonna be a first. This one's pretty darn good shape, to be honest with you. I think we popped the cap on it once just to see if it had spark. I mean, you see it clean as a whistle. So it doesn't have the compression the other one's got, so I'm worried about it. Plus, we'll check the squish on it. And the cylinder's in good shape. Depending on what the timing numbers are, we may try to see what they are. And you never know. We may pull the base gasket on it. May pour it a little bit on it, because you can somewhat find these cylinders where you can at least swap them out with the cutoff saws. Let me find my solder real quick. I got this place all messed up, so I don't know where anything's at. Typically that's the way I like it, but not when you can't, or not how I like it, but it's usually how I roll, unfortunately. Where in the devil did I put that solder? Find it in just a second. I find it typically after I've been looking for it for about 5 minutes, and usually it's right in front of my face. I just got so much junk I can't see it. Just like that, found it. So let's snag us off a piece, throw it in this old trash box right here. We'll send it on down in there. We'll send it to a side like that. Ain't no way that's what it just squished out of that. Really? Ain't no way. Really? Oh, that can't be right. I mean, it's not even touching. This is 60-something thousand solder. There we go. Let's send it back down. Make sure we're getting all the way down in there. Wow. That's all it's got. That is awful. Awful for squish. Do these even have squish band? Like, what in the world? The only thing I've seen that's got more something like this is a daggum old home light. Even the Macs are better than this. They'll squeeze this guy. I mean, am I doing it wrong for these partners? I wouldn't think I would be. Oh, it's not even touching that. That's 60,000 solder. Yeah, 60 thousandths solder. Not even touching it. So, let's find, I think I don't have a small box around here. I can set some of these parts in. We'll set it in this guy. She's clean-ish. Oh, yeah, I'll set this off to the side so y'all ain't gotta look at it. So, start off with, go ahead and pull the air filter off. I do like the air filter set up on these, I don't know. Honestly, like how you see some of the newer Souls. Definitely different than the others at the time. Huh, okay, can you not get it off? Or is there some secret I'm not? Do I have to, gotta move that back up. Filter's clean. Set it off in there. It is a, what are you, Tilly card? So funky because they're set up basically upside down. Oh, it don't see the markings on it. Patents and other pending. But where? I can't tell what it is right now. Interesting design. Wonder how you get that guy off. There'll be an E-clip on the choke. I don't like that. I know I tell this one's gonna be fun to work on. Let's go ahead and pull our kill wire off. Let's just slide up. Got that guy. And this guy off to the side. Will this just come on off? I believe it will. Like I said, I'm just learning as I go. I don't know what that was supposed to be for. Like some kind of valve, I don't know. Funky. Funky, but she sure is clean. I mean, real clean, considering. Huh. Obviously, we'll have to pull a coil off. Try to figure out how to get these. How do you get those off without damaging them? They're like some kind of clip. Just don't want to damage them because God knows you ain't going to be able to find them again. These partners are getting really hard to find parts for. How do we get you off without losing you as well? I'm going to put this rag in behind it to catch it. In the event it flies off. There we go. Oh, that little guy is what I'm trying to pull off. Like I said, some kind of little clip. Throw it down in a box. Hopefully she don't go too far nowhere. Now we can get. Do you have to push? How do you get that guy off of there? Does it clip out of here? Or do you have to pull it off when you put the carb on? I don't know. Whole lot of unknowns with these saws, but we'll figure it out. Like I said, we're just gonna pull the cylinder off tonight and just see what we're working with. Come on. This one, not one to go as easy. I said, don't want to tear them up. So can't find them. I imagine. Maybe I'll get them still from Husqvarna. And hey, there may be some Pioneer guys watching my channel cringing, but I'm sorry if I'm, you know, best way to get these out, you tell me, because I ain't just doing how I see. There we go. Got those two off. I guess we could pull the carb off now, which is probably gonna be one size up from that. Is that what's on? This guy right here. Yep. Also, I don't have gaskets for this saw, at least not yet. So what we pull down, we'll probably just gonna have to stick back on till we and the devil. So I guess you gotta use a wrench on this guy. Hokey. I don't necessarily love that. That's gonna be much smaller than 3/8. Of course it is. Gonna need a whole host of wrenches and stuff to do this, so I'm already seeing. But I do believe she will come back to life fairly quick. That's money. Got a washer behind it. Long old bolts. Set it in a box. I said we ain't tearing it completely down unless it does need crank seals, but we'll try to fire it up first and see if it needs them. I don't like to replace them unless I have to, but I will. How in the devil am I supposed to get that off? That's kind of hokey. Can't even get that off without pulling this rear handle off, I guess. What kind of junk is that? Well, I guess you can. You just gotta pull it off. I don't like that. Alright. Oh, I should have done that before I did. We gotta pull fuel line off, so that's gonna be fun. Imagine it's rock hard. Inlet looks like a Tillotson, so I'm gonna go with probably a Tillotson. So get y'all off. Huh, that easy. Gasket stayed on, and it is a. That was a Walbro. What are you? It doesn't have any markings on it. I don't know what kind of Walbro this is. That's funky. Got a patent number on it, 21-271. No, I ain't got a kit for it, but I can get one. Set you over to the side. So a split intake. Interesting. It's got a divider in the intake. Trying to look down in a bore. Can't see much of nothing. I had already ordered a piston for this saw. So we do have that here. Piston and ring. I don't know why I didn't go ahead and order the crank seals while I had it. But I didn't. Or not crank seals. Cylinder gasket. Oh man. I must be getting tired. Does appear to be electronic ignition. Goodness, that was tight. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta get a little pressure in them. They'll come off, would you? There we go. Looks to be kind of like a husky coil, so I'm wondering if push came to shove, if you could convert these to a husky coil. That would be preferable to me. Alright, I believe you're off. Darn close. Yep. And I don't know if I have to pull the handle off to get the cylinder off. I have a feeling. I ain't 100% sure. Pull you on off. There we go. Wire's a little tough. Yeah, it looks a whole Rifa electronics. That's what the coil is. Looks a whole lot like a husky coil. Wonder if we could get one to work. Set that off in there. So that's a whole bracket system just for the coil. So I guess we'll go ahead and pull the muffler off next. It looks to be about that size. Fairly loose. That one wasn't too loose. How about this guy? That one was loose. This is 65cc. Supposed to be a pretty good runner. I picked it up darn near dirt cheap. It's an anti-vibe saw. Supposedly these got really good anti-vibe on them. I'll see. I mean, it's an unbelievably light saw compared to, I guess, others of its time frame. I mean, unbelievably light. And I'd have to look at the specs, but honestly, holding it feels a whole lot like a 1010. If it's 1010, like an early 1010, it's light. My opinion. But I'd have to look at the specs. I could be completely wrong. It could be a pound heavier, but all to be determined. Alright, got you off. No gasket, so that's good. Let's see. Stick our bolts back down in there. We'll actually throw this one back in the case. We don't lose it. Set this guy over here. And I think that's all you gotta do to pull the cylinder off this guy. Let's look in it a little bit. Oh no, it definitely ate something at one point. I believe, unless that's just how the transfers look. It's like something went up both transfers. I mean, it's like something went up both transfers, which is odd. But we'll find out for sure. What size these gonna be. Oh, can't even get you down. I bet I won't even be able to get that one down in it. No, can. Is it a bolt? It sure looks like bolts holding this on, not Allen keys, which is odd for a top. So how in the world are you supposed to get that off? Yeah, that thing shows bolts. What kind of little bitty socket do you have to get these guys off? Heck, I don't think I have one that small, unless it's this. But still, I won't be able to get it off because it's too darn big. Oh yeah, it's dang sure a bolt. Huh. Alright, so I'll have to move the handle, or remove the handle, to get that off. So let's start up here. Looks like we got 2 bolts here. Oh shoot, might have to get a smaller extension. That's tight. That ain't been off in a long time. This is just, of course, it's got a nut on the back side. What in the world? Nut and a washer. Why didn't they just thread that? Oop, I'm glad I seen where that went. So I sure enough had to replace it with another. Like there was some kind of washer right there on the back side at some point, but it's gone. Go ahead. Thread that back in, throw it in our box. What about this guy? Do you have re-threaded? Oh man, oh man. I don't believe it is threaded. Don't believe it has a nut on the back side, so that'll allow us to move that. Alright, not too bad of a system, I don't believe. I'll just throw this guy back in here for the time being. And then we'll get down here and grab these cylinder bolts off. That one wasn't tight. That one wasn't tight neither. I mean, unless that was just the torque on them. Wonder if these have, well no, it can't have real. Oh, come on. That one was probably the tightest of them. Hope y'all can see that. Try to turn y'all a little bit. I'll pull y'all up closer. Put y'all right in behind us. So y'all get to kind of see what I see. Try to work where y'all can see. I believe that one's out. Go over here to the other side. That one's out. Can't believe they use bolts in this. So, Allen head screws. I thought they were past all that by this time. But, I mean, it's obvious that I am wrong. Alright, that should have it all the way off. We might have to just bump it with our dead blow. Bump it a couple times. I don't want to mess up that anti-vibe. Should start lifting up. It's got all our bolts out. I do believe. Shouldn't nothing be holding it on now. Except shear wheel, which we'll get up under here, pry. Hopefully pop her on loose. or just break the fan off because it's pot metal. What? That really just... Wow. Okay. That's new. I never broke a fan that easy. Seriously. She does not want to come off there. Do I have to take this bracket off? I don't see why I would have to. Let's give another couple more pops. Man, unless I'm missing something seriously, she should just pulling off there. Do I have to pull the clutch cover off? We'll pull the clutch cover off. Have a look on the side. Can't believe that just busted off like that. I mean, I didn't put any pressure on it. It busted a fan off. That's kind of hokey to me. And I mean, that ain't the right way to do it neither, so that's on me, by all means. But I don't get why I would have busted that easy. Maybe I can get up underneath this lip and prise on it just a little bit. Don't want to mess the side of this guy up. But she is stuck in there. So, no, she is not wanting to come up. Not at all. Not at all. Huh. I've never had one this hard. There she goes. Man, that was clamped down on there. She is clamped down on here. Which that's not a sealing service, so I'm not worried about it. Ooh-wee. There we go. I guess there was a little bit left to them, but should have pulled up more than that. Alright. They're definitely long enough bolts, I'll tell you that much. Still aggravated that fan broke. I mean, I've never had one break like that. Ever. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, she ate something before. I'll tell you that. Ate the heck out of something. That'd be where our compression's gone. She got some scoring in her. Oh yeah, that's deep. We ain't gonna be able to fix that. Not with no piston. Go ahead, save on these guys. Yeah. She ate something. Came up both transfers. I'm hoping it's not a... Hell, I can tell you what it is. It ate the circlips. There ain't a circlip in this motor. It ate the circlips. It's that pin. Watch. It's in that pin all the way out. somebody didn't put circlips in it, or they popped out, because it don't have none. But the way it looks, so both them circlips came out. Now where they are, I'm hoping they just went out the exhaust. And this feels tight. Like I said, it don't have circlips in it. I'm surprised it had the compression it had. Dang sure glad I never tried to run it. It's Molly piston. But we're going to need a cylinder for it, because, I mean, y'all can see it. There aren't no circlips in this. Either somebody didn't put them in it, I'll look down here in the crankcase, see if they're in it. I'll have to pull out my flashlight, take a look. No, I do not see them in there. Let me pull it around the other side again. Nope, they're not in the case. So it definitely came out the exhaust, but the exhaust ain't tore up. Hold on. I'll pull this guy out. I bet you somebody put a new piston and cylinder in this saw. Or it may, I mean, it could be something from the factory. As tight as that sucker was sealed down in there. It could have happened at the factory. Man, this piston's junk. See, I don't see where the pin did that damage. See, it goes all the way up. That definitely looks like circlip damage. The sad thing is, the cylinder's in great shape. I mean, that's such a shame. Cylinder, other than, I mean, it's got a deep gouge right there. Not so much on that side. Well, no, there it is right there. Yeah, that ain't. Pretty good squish band in these. Looks like a domed, slightly domed piston, but I mean, y'all see that. There's supposed to be circlips in there. There's not one on either side. Neither side has circlip. So I'm gonna have to hunt in the muffler. And order up, I guess, the cylinder for this saw, and I'm gonna try. So I believe you can use the concrete cylinders, but I know the porting's gonna be different. I may throw this in and get port numbers off it, just so I can match it up to where it'll run pretty good. But there's no damage. No damage on top of the piston. On the top. Like the C-clips made it to the top. But there's damage in the transfers on both sides. So I'll be darned. I wonder if somebody threw a piston in this. Replacement Molly piston. And then butt C-clips in it. And it just killed it. I wouldn't be surprised. Man, it's got a thick old gasket on it. I bet you I'd be surprised if it don't have two on it. It's probably why we ain't getting no skull, but like I said, there's a C-clip down in here. It ate it and spit it out. And I mean, this rod is tight. Or not tight, but it's not a rod bearing. Doesn't feel like it's a, what's it called? I think somebody threw this together without C-clips in it. That's my sneaky suspicion. So, I mean, that's about all we're going to get into tonight. I may throw a timing wheel on this. Try to time it. Or I may see if you can get some somewhat accurate ones stock for somebody. Or we may just time the new piston and cylinder. And go from there. That's a darn shame. I said, and it had some compression. Y'all saw it. I don't know how it had that much, but I'm so glad I never cranked it up. Cause probably would have locked itself up fairly quick with that pin sliding out. If it would have caught in one of the transfers, it would have locked it up and probably blown apart the bottom end. But it didn't. I mean, what y'all are hearing is the starter dogs. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. That's just fuzz. I don't know where they would have gone to. But, alright, well, looks like we'll need a piston and a cylinder for this saw. But like I said, otherwise it's in great shape. The mounts are tight. Front, rear, the back one's tight as can be. Just needs a piston and a cylinder. So, I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is it's definitely something different. I'm not used to these partners at all. They're definitely something different. But we will we'll order a piston and cylinder for this saw, and we'll get her back going, and we'll cut with it. Hey, since I'm gonna have to go aftermarket route anyways, we might as well port it. There ain't gonna be no harm, no foul there. So I don't think you can't hardly find these factory ones no more. They've gotten so darn hard. Yeah, it was a Molly cylinder. Darn shame, but I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all join me on the next one. If you don't mind, like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. It does help the channel. I'm so shocked at how much this channel has grown, and hope to keep growing. Hope to reach more people. They get to learn something. I mean, like I see, I kind of play with all saws. I enjoy every little aspect that's different about them. I mean, like I said, this thing's lightweight as can be, 65 cc, and it appears to have really good anti-vibe from what I can see. I haven't ran it, but from what I've read and what I can see, it's got pretty good anti-vibe, fairly small. I think it's going to be a good saw once we get it put back together. But, sorry, I'll quit rambling. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't mind, like, subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, and we will see y'all on the next one. And hopefully we'll have a piston and cylinder to go back on this. At least the time for it. But anyways, I'll let y'all go. Hope y'all have a great evening, and I hope y'all have a great weekend ahead. Thanks, guys. Bye.